Welcome to the Shaker African American Oral History Project podcast. The goal of this project is to document the history and community stories of African American families and former residents of Shaker Heights, Ohio. My parents, Samuel and Maddie Malone, were among the first African American families to move into the historic Ludlow neighborhood in Shaker in 1960. Growing up in Shaker and living in the Ludlow neighborhood, I was exposed to amazing people with amazing stories. I loved my street, Albion Road, and I knew all my neighbors. I look forward to sharing this history with you. The Shaker African American Oral History Project podcast has been made possible by a generous supporter. Thank you. We greatly appreciate your support. My guest today is Reverend John B. Engram. His family lived in the Ludlow neighborhood in Shaker Heights, Ohio. Pastor, teacher, composer, recording artist, choir director, musician. Reverend Engram has been a compassionate community servant for 40 plus years. Welcome to Shaker African American Oral History Project podcast, John.
Thank you.
We have spent many years discussing, documenting our experiences growing up in Shaker, and we really have much to cover. So first, what street did you grow up on?
2966 Beckett Road.
Yeah, the kids on Beckett used to be called what? The Beckett Bees? Yeah, the Beckett Bees. So when did your family move into Shaker, and how long were you guys residents?
We moved in 1958. I was 3. I'm the youngest of 4, but my siblings are considerably older than me. So my brother, who's next to me, was going into 8th grade. I wasn't in school yet.
Okay.
Because I went to kindergarten with you.
Yeah, that's right. Afternoon kindergarten.
Afternoon kindergarten.
Afternoon kindergarten, yeah. So what were your parents' occupations?
My father was a pastor in the inner city, Mount Gilead Baptist Church, 7025 Cedar on the corner.
Oh,
of East
yeah,
71st
historic
and
church,
Cedar.
still there. That's right, still there.
And my mother was a housewife.
Okay. And
Later on, she tried to sell real estate. But you know, all the housewives in that other area went and got their license.
Right. My mother did too. Yeah, my mother did as well. So what neighborhood did your family move from into Shaker?
We came from Glenville.
Yeah.
We lived on Olivet, between Superior and Parkwood.
Yeah, so did my family. We lived at 9507 Empire.
See? Yeah.
And Mommy had a beauty salon in 93rd and Yale called Maddie's Beauty Nook from 47 to 57. So what was it like growing up in Shaker, and how did your parents prepare you for that experience and moving into Shaker?
I really don't remember a lot before then because we moved when I was 3.
Yeah.
So it was kind of my norm. I remember moving. My father had a Ford, a white Ford trimmed in yellow. I remember being in the back seat, and my job was to hold the clock radio.
Too cute.
But yeah, I don't remember a lot about the old house.
Oh, wow. So now, talk about friendships growing up and the importance of those relationships. Like ours, John. We've known each other forever.
We met at Ludlow, afternoon kindergarten.
Yep.
And again, my siblings were so much older than me that you all were more like my siblings.
Yeah.
On my street, the Franklins lived next door.
Okay. Jenny Franklin's family.
Jennifer, Rosalind, and Lori.
Okay.
Those were like my sisters. And then across the street, the Curtains. So they were really, Kevin and Terry were like my brothers. Because the older ones, they were close to my brothers.
Yeah.
They were like 10 years older than us.
Yeah.
And then really when we went to school, there's some of us, we're still friends.
Yeah.
We've been out of high school 50 years.
Yeah.
And we've known each other 13 years before that.
Yeah.
Because, first grade through 12th grade plus kindergarten.
Right.
So we were all really close.
Yeah.
We did everything together.
Yeah. And then also for those listening who know me and John, we're born on the same day.
That's right.
Graduated together.
Carol's,
I
3
think
hours older than
I
me.
think I'm either 3 minutes or something. It's a
you're
three.
something
Three
older than
something, right. Exactly. So now, how would you describe your experience with the Shaker School system, and what activities were you involved in?
I'm going to answer it backwards.
Okay.
The whole time, music, because that's who I am.
Yeah. I remember you always in the choir and stuff, and in all the groups. I was very admired that, because I really wanted to get in those choirs, but you seemed like you had to be like had a great voice and stuff, which I didn't have. But you were saying, I interrupted you.
Yeah. So if we go back to Ludlow, during that time when we went to 5th grade, Shaker had special chorus.
Yeah.
So you had to audition, and they chose 9 students from each of the elementary schools, and we met at the high school on Mondays after school for 2 hours.
Okay. I never knew that.
Yeah. We were 5th grade, and I auditioned. And then I was in the orchestra at Ludlow, and then at Woodbury I was in the band, the orchestra, and the different choirs. But then we went to high school. I stopped. I was a clarinet player, and I still play, but choir met at the same time as the orchestra, and I wanted to sing. Also theater.
Yeah.
So I was on the production crew, and then after I got enough points, I was a thespian.
Oh, my.
So I really looked good on paper.
So can you share a favorite memory? Would you like to share a favorite memory of growing up in the neighborhood?
When we were at the high school, I was a chanticleer.
Yes, I remember that name.
A smaller group chose from the larger choir.
Yeah.
And I remember really good friends. We all could sing.
Yeah.
And we get pulled out of class to go do community events.
Okay.
So we had to keep our grades up to continue to be in the group. But I got to experience things like, during that time, for instance, the Shaker Country Club was restricted.
Oh, yes. Up until 1971. And we can thank Peter Lawson Jones when he was, I think, associate mayor for desegregating
Actually.
Yeah. Was it 71?
In the 11th grade, we sang at the country club.
Okay.
And that was an unusual year. It was blacks, one Asian, Stevie Namcoon.
Stevie and Diane Namcoon, his sister.
And some Jewish kids. And the other people that were there worked there as kitchen aides or cleaners. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to go there.
Yeah.
But it was funny because they asked for the chanticleers, and they didn't know that
there were children of color, and particularly black children, that were in the chanticleers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So did you kind of get a cool reception? Did something happen as a result of them finding out, oh, okay, it's an integrated group?
But our feature was we could sing.
Yeah.
And so they had to get with us. I mean, what could they do with there?
So, right, you're there. Get with the program.
Yeah.
Right, we're here to sing.
But but that set of chanticleers, most of us are still friends today. That's
awesome. That's excellent. I remember at the reunion when we that conversation that morning with Laura Meckler, the young lady that was
Anita Holland.
Yes.
She does Broadway. She does television.
And wasn't there another person that was in the choir with you too?
Joel Williger was a chanticleer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now, how was your view of the world shaped by growing up in Shaker, and did it impact your life at all, or didn't have any impact at all?
Like I don't have anything else to compare it to.
Yeah.
But you learn that everybody's not really in your corner.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to continue to be who you are. I thought initially that we were all, because the picture was painted. We're coming together as one community, and we're all friends. And then you see later on, not so much the students, but probably the faculty, the teachers, they.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then, of course, you can see there were some changes really actually sometimes maybe when you got to maybe junior high school, maybe high school. But I would agree with you in terms of the how the students got along versus our experience with the faculty. I would agree.
The students, we all got along.
Yeah.
It seems like the faculty did things to throw monkey wrenches in our relationship. And then I discovered, I was black.
Oh, no.
And I've always been black, but then I found out we were treated differently.
Yeah.
And people actually did things to hold us back.
Yeah. That's true. And there's still rumblings of that going on in the school system even now. Hey, you would think people would learn, but no. Still a lot more learning to do.
Now, my children are all adults. I have 4. They went through the system. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, if I was raising children now, I wouldn't be in the system.
Could you expand on that? Would you say why?
So I have 4 children, and they all are very successful. Actually, my oldest daughter is a criminal psychologist in the D.C. metro area. Mm-hmm. And I'm using her just an example. I could use any of them. But she thrived and is successful in spite of Shaker system, not because of. And I feel the same way about myself.
Yeah, and that's what we used to say all the time. We feel that we thrive in spite of and not because of.
And she would have thrived wherever she is. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna tell you, my boys, who both are successful as well, they had a harder time. It seemed like the system did things to hold back the black males.
Yeah.
So I would get calls at my office, and I had to leave downtown Cleveland to come to Shaker, and you get there, and it's for nonsense.
Yeah. So what are your sons doing now?
So I have one in New York that's a record producer, and then he also works for New York Public Schools. He came up actually with a program that shows the students when you find what your passion is, you can capitalize on that and make money and live comfortably because you're doing what you like for a living. And actually, he owns that program. The school system leases it from him.
Oh, wow. That's
he
awesome.
won't sell it.
That's awesome. That's smart. That's a good thing.
But he's a phenomenal musician, in my opinion, much stronger than I am. His brother, who is the oldest of the 4, does programming for all the hospitals, that system. When you go to see your doctor, or when you're in the hospital and they're entering your medical information, he works for that company.
Okay. Fantastic. These first 5 episodes of the Shaker African American Oral History Project were sponsored by a generous donor. We appreciate your support. If you would like to sponsor some episodes, please contact me at carolmalone74@yahoo.com. Executive producer, creator, writer, host, Carol Malone. Co-producer, Lila Mills. Engineer, James Cananan. Production associate, John Engram. Administrative associate, Samira Zaytone. Graphic artist, Kadrin Hinton. Album cover photo, Kenyatta Crisp.